And again, my advice to everybody, not to give up.
Yes.
Because you only have to be patient for the time comes. When the time comes, everything can be, you can achieve.
Yeah, you are such a fun person. You are so welcoming, loving, and kind, and I don't know, giving. You're very giving as an individual, as I have come to know you. So, do you think that came from the where you came from, or is it something you grew to learn how to do it since you came to the new country, or what would you say?
I think because of my roots. My mom is such a nice person. She's so kind. People love her, even from the first impression. My grandma was an amazing woman, and I brought lots of stuff from her. Her kindness, her same thing as you said. She always wanted to bring joy to people, and the idea of coming to a new country, it's different. So you have to accommodate. You have to spread your kindness, your love, and people come to you. So, and this is all about just being positive. And if you are positive, you attract positive people. If you're good to people, you attract those people.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It is very true.
I think from the time being here in Canada for 10 years now, I've known so many people, a lot of people. And sometimes I would find myself, like, for example, at the ballet show, and someone, oh, I know you. And I'm like, oh, yes, I remember you. Sometimes in the store, wherever. Even my mom now, she goes to school, and when she comes back home in the bus, my students know her and they say hello to my mom. Can you imagine that? Another time I was in Mexico this winter, first time when I went on a vacation, and I was at the airport, and someone approached me and said, I know you. Wow. Because she watches me on this Facebook stories.
Yes.
She is from the same country as I am. She said, I know you, but you don't know me because I'm watching you.
Yes. So it's important what we give out, what we project to others, what we are bringing into their space.
That's right.
Either positive or negative, because that determines what follows, right? It's a stage for what follows in life. That brings me to another question. In your dojo, because we know in most of dojo places, we take our children, it's like a production, I would say.
That's right. This is what I used to show people. We are not like this.
So we get like people, even the sensei or the instructor there does not even know your kid. They come, there's a bunch of kids, like 20, 25, whatever. They are there half an hour, they are out, and then another group comes in and so on. And there's no that personal touch. There's no that relationship-based instruction. It's more, if for instructor, for example, if they have to address someone, maybe there's only one or two kids that you hear them being called all the time, and then that's that. But in your case, I find your class is not like that. You treat these people like family. You have a very personal relationship with your students. Can you explain more about that and why that is like that?
This actually comes from my sensei. My sensei, Stefan Kravchescu, he always told me, I'm your second father.
Yes.
And he used to be as my second father.
Okay.
And with this being said, I wanted to bring this to my students. My school is like family-oriented school. My school is not a commercial school. The idea of bringing and helping and motivating, educating kids with discipline, respect, the way of living, is that I want to give myself, each student I have, like a piece of myself. Most important thing is connection between a sensei and a student. That's why they are there, because that's why I have that many students, because of a connection. I would approach every student. Every student is welcomed by me, and I know everyone's name, and I know I can call my daughters different names because their names they're almost the same. But other students, usually I try to memorize, and I'm happy because my karate school is a multicultural school.
Yes.
We have kids from all over the world. Now, I can say that we have more than 10 countries, more than 10 countries. Can you imagine a Moldovan lady teaching Japanese kids?
Yeah.
I have Japanese students. I have students from Philippines, from China, from Vietnam, from Japan. This is Asia, part of the Asia. Then Indian, then Colombia, Venezuela. Then we have students from Europe, Ukraine, Russia, Kazakhstan, Moldova, Romania, many countries.
Nigeria and Kenya.
Nigerians, yes. John, my student, is from Nigeria. Good thing that he's my loyal student, one of my loyal students. Yes.
Yeah, so that is wonderful, and I think that's what that makes you so different, Sensei Lilia, and that's what gives you. It's just like a delight to be in your presence and to see how you operate. And also, I love the way you throw the parties every now and then. You bring the social gathering for your students to connect, and lots of food.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah. So is that like you like to bring that family connection to you and your students and the parents, or why?
Yeah, this is, again, it comes from me being an immigrant.
Yes.
And when you immigrate to a different country, you don't have your relatives. You don't have your aunties, your uncles, you don't have cousins.
Yes.
So the idea of creating my school as a family is for them to grow together.
Yes.
They grow up together. They can connect after that if they quit.
Yes.
The true friendship comes from the childhood.
Yes.
This is the true friendship. If you remember your true friend, if you can remember your friend, that's from your childhood.
Yeah, yes, it's true. I still have a
So
couple.
the true friendship comes from childhood, and then when they grow together, they can go wherever they want, different countries, and they can help each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's like building like a chain of network.
Yes.
That's the idea.
Yes.
And we do not only karate in the dojo. My karate school is also outside of, we have activities like outside of the school, which means we do Christmas party. We do summertime, we went swimming.
Yes.
First hour we do karate, and then everybody goes swim.
Yes.
Then we had summer camp.
Yeah.
And again, everything is for our students. So summer camp, winter camp, when we go together for a tournament, then we try to connect, be like a team, and then fly together, and then again they make friends. This is just a part of the dojo, and they live together. It's like, this is something really nice. It's like a society, a community that is growing, a healthy, very a positive community. What is coming?
Wow, that is very encouraging. That sounds like a nice place for a child to be nurtured
Right.
as they grow, and you're also with your background and the love you have for students. So is it only children you have in your dojo, or do you have an expansive range of students? Do you have adults as well?
Yeah, we have adults. We have a couple of families who takes karate, and mom, dad, two daughters, or mom or dad and a girl and a boy, or a mom and two boys.
Yeah.
Our oldest student, that I cannot say that she's the oldest one, but she's inspiring me. She's 62 years old.
Wow.
And she comes like 70 kilometers from her place, one way, and 70 another way, and never was absent. And I always talk about her because she's my inspiration.
Wow.
And you know, when you see, like, for example, yesterday we had an activity when everybody were supposed to walk on their knees, and she was walking on her knees with the little kids and racing, and I'm like, I even hugged her and I said, at this age, people are complaining, knees, back, but she's walking on her knees. And so in karate, there is no limit of age. Karate gives you longevity in your life.
Yeah.
It brings you joy and happiness. And now as you go, like I always try to motivate my students.
Yeah.
By, okay, so now you're, for example, ready for the exam.
Yes.
So when you have a goal, then you go, you make yourself committed to work, to train hard, to learn new stuff. Or if we have a tournament this year, we'll have so many. It's a busy year. It's really busy this year, and so that's why they keep coming to.
So can you join karate, not just for competition or self-defense? Can you join it because there are people who say, I don't want to go for a tournament. I don't want somebody to is it to body check or strike, or what do you call it when you're doing tournament? So there are people who don't want to do tournament. Can they still join the karate?
Of course. Like karate, it's like has tons of benefits. Not only self-defense, but also, cardiovascular improvement, self-esteem improvement, health improvement. And, we're not getting there to become, like, let's say, slim. It's the way of working. There's no, and if you don't want to compete, nobody insist. But also there's another thing. If you're not competing, you don't try to know yourself. You're not learning about yourself. I am very competitive. Because I was in competitions for many years, and I was like working hard. And I see my students, like I didn't hear, I think I had few students who said, they don't want to continue because the time comes and they have to start fighting, and they don't want to hurt anyone. But again, that's a part of training first. And if you don't want, there's again, nobody insists. You just train for yourself.
What would you say to a woman or a man or anybody who wants to become an instructor, who is probably not necessarily a new immigrant, somebody who is starting life over, like the way you came to a new country with no family and also no language, because you speak Romanian in Moldova, and here you come, it's an English speaking language. You have young children, young family, no work, no all that. And then they want to start over and they don't know how to start. And you have made the journey. What would you advise such a person?
Well, my advice to everybody is to follow your dream first. and not be, like, as you said, like I'm coming to a new country and I don't know this language.
Yes.
With time, you're learning
Yes.
this language, but taking advantage that you know other languages. For example, for me right now, I know 5 languages.
Okay.
And imagine I have students from different countries.
Yes.
And sometimes, even they know English, sometimes I would throw a word in their language and you should see their face become so happy.
Yes.
I give them a word in their language. And again, my advice to everybody not to give up.
Yes.
Because you only have to be patient for the time comes. When the time comes, everything can be, you can achieve. And you have to set up your goals. If you don't set up your goals, life goes just pass by, go through you.
Yes.
You have to set up goals. You have to work through your goals and plan everything. And this will keep you alive.
Yes.
If you're not active, you're not alive.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you want to be an instructor, wherever. You can be instructor for cooking. You can be an instructor of learning, of teaching your language. Come on. For example, right now I'm working with Japanese. All the techniques in karate are in Japanese.
Yes.
But now I started to learn Japanese as to talk. I want to talk in Japanese.
Wow.
So I started to learn.
Yes.
If you know other language than English, you can teach people.
Yes.
Maybe someone desired to go to Africa.
Yes.
Just see Africa. So and they can teach.
Swahili.
Or you can do different kind of master classes.
Yes.
Wherever. Beside my karate passion, I had another passion of embroidery, for example.
Okay.
So I did embroidery for many years.
Wow.
This was another piece of calming and, stress relief. And these days I'm baking sourdough bread.
Oh,
Sourdough
so
bread
cool.
is another way of spreading your love.
Yes.
For example, I sold in 1 month 130 loaves of sourdough.
Really?
When I got laid off, I didn't know what to do. So I mean, it was not like this. It was like a big story at that time when is that okay? Do we have time?
Yes.
It's a sad story and yet a very inspiring and motivational time. One day before my father passed away, I got laid off.
Oh. Wow.
I got laid off and then my father passed away. So 2 days, like very hard days. And me knowing that I don't have to give up. And I know sometimes grieving, it's a long process for many people.
Yeah.
And I said, I have to do something. So I really like the idea of knowing about how to bake sourdough bread.
Yes.
And I started to do researches on the recipe because you have to know first, you have to have your yeast, homemade yeast, and then bake the bread.
Yeah.
So this activity of creating my own yeast took me 2 weeks.
Yes.
Every morning you have to wake up at 5 a.m., feed your yeast, and then put it in the countertop. And then, so it's a process.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like, I want to see the result.
Yes.
And then I started to bake bread.
Yeah.
And then bread came up so good.
Oh.
Family loved it.
Yeah.
And I never tried that kind of bread.
Yeah.
So we have now 4 years since we eat only this kind of bread.
Oh.
And what I want to say that one day I posted a picture on the Facebook and people started to order bread.
Wow. Wow.
And it's about art.
Yes.
It's a piece of art because I did not only bake that bread, I even design. I like to design the bread. It's like doing flowers, leaves.
Yes.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
So people started to buy bread.
Wow.
One day I had, in one day, and Dimitri, my husband, helped me. One day we had 45 loaves.
Yes.
Like people, I think 18 or 20 people were there. Cars were just aligning in front of my house. And it was like, I told my husband, I'm so afraid there will be people saying that we sell drugs.
People just coming and go.
So, but the smell of and smell of bread, you know, just giving people, you know, your, it's like
From
giving your heart.
Yes.
And I earned. I'm gonna say that this was a something that you can earn money with that. So I in 1 month I think I earned $1,300.
Wow.
Only by selling bread.
Yeah. Wow.
So
that's
again,
good. There's so many ways like people can make good use of themselves.
Right.
The talents that they have, they should not underestimate, because in a new country we can always, there's something to tap in.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is so encouraging, because I know as immigrants we come here and then even maybe you have done medicine or you have done law or education or engineering,
finished
but
law.
then it doesn't. But when you come here, it doesn't count, because you have to go back to school, and then if you have family and so on, and then the money issue also, it's an issue, the culture, the language. So you have to be creative in ways of overcoming. But I'm so proud of you. You're such a strong woman, Sensei Lilia. There's always an element of overcoming for you. Like now, before it was for you to go to dojo to practice the karate, and now you are coming yourself in other ways, because now you see your work was intense, and then you got laid off, and now you found a calming situation and also benefited other people. You always try to channel your goodness to other people, and it's a gift.
Right.
That's a blessing, because most people, they shut everyone out or do things by themselves, or they feel entitled. There are people, when one goes bad or things they don't understand, they feel entitled and owed apology, owed by the world. They have a chip in their back and they can't give back. So it is very encouraging that through your pain, through your trials, you've met nice people, and also you have given your gift to the world. Also, you mentioned somebody who was like your father figure, Sensei Stefan, you said? From back home.
Stefan Kraftescu,
Yes. So are you still in touch with him?
Yeah, we are in touch. Yeah, but you know, it's just the distance. Right now I have 2 mentors that I can bring up. One mentor, it's like your sensei is not only your sensei, it's a mentor for life. So I found that one more sensei that is from Romania. He is a national coach of national sensei of a national team, coach of the national team, and he also has 7 or 8 dojos in different cities. Different cities, imagine.
Wow.
7 cities.
Okay.
So he drives, and the way how he brings karate is like different. Like I think I'm lucky to meet him. And he supported me at that time when I wanted to open the school, and I was not feeling, what people will gonna say, you know, like again the society, and he's like, no, if you want to do that, go for it. Yeah, even now he helps me sometimes with the situations when, let's say, with parents, sometimes you don't know how to deal with this situation, right? And you kind of stuck. How am I supposed to deal with this situation? He's the only one who gives me advice through his own experience. Another sensei that I also am so happy and I'm so honored to have him as my sensei in Canada.
Yes.
He's Don Sharp sensei, who lives in Chilliwack. And many times when I want to train hard, I go and I fly there. It's 1,000 kilometers.
Wow.
So I fly there once in 2 or 3 months and I train with him.
Okay.
And I passed my knee dan and my san dan with him, like my second and third degree with him.
Yes.
And he's very knowledgeable. He's very talented.
Yeah.
It's a legend of JK karate.
Okay.
In 1996, he became a world champion.
Wow.
He even fought with Japanese people, so he was first. And that's why I'm proud of having. I have like such a big group of strong people who support me. And in Calgary, we work together with Daniel Sensei, Daniel Versori. We do together tournaments, and we hope that we're gonna expand JK Karate in Calgary. As of now, as of today, there are only 2 schools in Calgary, JK Karate.
Yes.
And hopefully we're gonna come up with other people who wants to join our association. And
wow.
Good things are coming to good people.
That is wonderful to hear that, because also now you said like Sensei is also a mentor.
Yeah.
The more it's amazing. The more I hear about karate, the more I hear about the discipline, the more I hear about the relationship. It's more of a relationship based kind of thing, right? So is that what makes karate maybe, let's say, can we say like judo or anything else, or taekwondo? What is the difference between those disciplines and karate?
I cannot say that it's a huge difference.
Okay.
What I can say that traditional karate, it's an art.
Okay.
And everything what you do, you do with love.
Okay.
You give love.
Okay.
A true master in martial arts is a master who brings love.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Right. And I think other martial arts are same good and they keep the community together, and I see great stuff with jiu-jitsu. I see lots of wrestlings around. You cannot do like a difference, like this one is good, this one is not. I think every art, every sport or art have their own piece.
Okay, it's a personal preference.
Right. A personal preference,
Okay, that is wonderful, Sensei Lilia. Thank you so much for your encouragement and for what you are bringing into this city of Calgary. And I pray more women and more children will join you, and
hopefully,
even men also. And thank you so much for inspiring us in that area of how to live on your dream and how to follow through your dream, and so it can come to pass. And I hope you are in touch with your first sensei, and he can see how much you have come, how much you have accomplished, and how good you have kept the fight, and how you have overcome the obstacles and opposition as a female entrepreneur, because that's entrepreneurship. Also as a founder of JKR, and even to the highest level to be recognized by Japan. Can you tell us a little bit about your first representing Moldova in Malta, because you that was on your.
I can say that during my competitional period, I was the only one female in the team. That was something interesting too.
Yes.
And in Malta, we went by airplane. That was something that, again, you know, all the trips connect with your team. It's like a good connection. And I brought 2 places, one silver, one bronze.
Oh, wow.
It was really, it was a good experience. It was really nice to be in that team, and especially one of the team members, he is living in Canada too.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's still doing karate, but we met few years ago and we trained together, and it was so good. He lives in Edmonton. I brought 3 times medals in a row, which led our country to go to an international, you know, you have to, at that time we were not recognized internationally, because I brought 3 medals in like every year.
Yes.
Our country was put in a list for World Championship, which was supposed to be in Canada. And that was the first time when we started to work, you know, first time me hearing about Canada.
Really?
In 2006.
Wow.
I was at the university in the faculty of law, and we started to train hard, you know, and when we get to a point to do our documents, we didn't get the visa. And our team was not able to go to Canada. Can you imagine that?
Wait, and now here you are.
And now, and after like few years, I got married, kids, family, and I decided to immigrate to Canada.
Wow.
At that time, I was thinking Canada is a big land and there are only bears. And in the middle of the nowhere, there is a dojo where we're gonna compete. That was the idea of me knowing about Canada. I didn't know anything about Canada at that time.
Oh my goodness, you've come a long way.
Can you imagine? In 2006, there was first attempt to come to Canada, and I think the tournament was supposed to be in Saskatchewan.
Wow. I'm glad you made it at the right time. Sometimes they say God's timing is the best. So you came at the right time. And you met the right people. And and I pray that you will expand as you wish, because right now you are training at the YMCA. I hope, because how is the space for training? Are you happy? Because I like your space there, the way you train.
Yeah. Well, we always should be happy with everything we have, right?
True.
So, and grateful for all we have. But I definitely wish for my own dojo. I wish that my own dojo will be a house for our students, will be a place where they build up relationship, will be a place for parents where they feel safe, a place for everybody, you know, to come to that place like it's their home. And I just visualize the place where we have mats, we have mirrors, and everybody's training hard, and everybody's like just happy there.
Wow.
I'm aiming for a place. I'm wishing, and hopefully we're coming up with some plans. Hopefully everything will be good, and hopefully we'll have our place. I'm very, very, you know, I'm not giving up on this space. But my dream is to have a big arena, like a big, huge arena where there are not only one dojo, mini dojo, where we have a place where kids are competing, can compete. We don't have to go wherever. Expand our love for karate, our passion for karate in that place.
Wow.
That's a big dream.
We wish you all the best, Sensei
Thank you.
Lilia. Thank you so much. We hope you get that space and you continue inspiring the next generation, and also those people who are giving up on their dreams because they are seeing so many obstacles along the way. Yeah, and thank you so much for sharing even your upbringing, as difficult as it must be, because it's not very easy to share that. We appreciate you. Just be kind enough to share with us and encourage those people or those women who are going through abusive relationship. They know they can come on the other side. They just have to make the right choices, find courage to make the right choices to overcome it. Thank you so much for joining us on Upia TV. Friends, please subscribe and follow us and let us know how this inspired you. Yeah, we are just so grateful that you are here. God bless you. Until next time. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.